What's up, guys? I'm Chad Barnes, and welcome to the channel. Here, it's all about real car talk, from simple fixes to smart driving tips and keeping your ride in top shape. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you watch all the way through. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Let's get
to know each other. Hilti is a global manufacturer of professional solutions and tools for the construction industry. With an unusually broad range of services and offerings, you can get everything from a screwdriver to a software product here. The company was founded more than 80 years ago by engineer Martin Hilti and his brother Eugen in the Principality of Liechtenstein. Already in the early 60s of the last century, Hilti was already working on the markets of about 30 countries, and today there are already more than 120 of them. In 1991, the company opened branches in Asia, South America and, most interestingly for us, Russia. Many facilities that have become symbols of the country were built in Russia with the direct participation of this company. For example, 11 sports facilities for the Sochi Olympics. Hilti anchors, mounting systems for light pipelines, for medium and high loads, for fixing air ducts and for fixing cold pipes were used during the construction of the Bolshoi Ice Sports Palace. And this is only a small fraction of what Hilti has done in Sochi. It is impossible to list everything. It is difficult to overestimate Hilti's contribution to the reconstruction of the Bolshoi Theatre, the Cathedral of Christ the Saviour, and the Sayano-Shushenskaya HPP. This is all very well, of course, but many people are already asking themselves, what does this have to do with Volkswagen commercial vehicles? The fact is that for many builders, Hilti is a partner that helps to solve any problem on the construction site promptly. The key word is quickly. This, of course, requires specialists and mobility. The first is provided by the brand's long-standing expertise in the market, a system of continuous training of employees, leading positions in the number of registered patents and a direct sales model. The brand works directly with the client, delving as deeply as possible into all processes and tasks. The second, i.e., mobility, is provided by the machines. More recently, Volkswagen Commercial Vehicles has become Hilti's automotive partner. More than 100 vehicles from this company have joined the Hilti fleet. Good friendship with Volkswagen to fit the brand's service model, the vehicles had to be re-equipped, and now they're not just Volkswagen transporter vans. Now they are perfect demo van, or PDV for short. In Russian, they are vehicles for comprehensive demonstrations of Hilti's construction applications, tools, engineering products, and other solutions. The interior of the vehicle is equipped with equipment that Hilti specialists can clearly demonstrate to their customers. The way it works is quite simple. An experienced technical consultant drives the PDV directly to the customer's construction site or office. After getting to know the customer and negotiating with him, he understands the current situation, identifies the customer's needs, and proposes a technical and economic solution. And that's where this demonstration vehicle with tools inside comes in. It allows the solution to be demonstrated immediately and directly on the construction site. This approach is very convenient for customers. They do not have to travel anywhere and waste their time. It also helps to create long-term partnerships through a comprehensive approach and rapid problem-solving. Of course, the quality of Hilti tools, technical excellence, and innovation are also important. But in the past, it was much more difficult to demonstrate tools and solutions on site without specially equipped PDVs. PDVs are equipped differently for different trades, construction areas, so the time required to prepare the vehicles can vary. On average, it takes about 5 to 7 days to convert one transporter. During this time, a minimum of 5 people have time to work on body trim, electrics, assembly of demonstration structures and branding of the vehicle. So why was the Volkswagen Transporter chosen as the chassis for the PDV? There is a whole set of reasons for this. To begin with, not only do you have to buy a vehicle, you also have to convert it and then maintain it during operation. The all-city transporter seemed to the Hilti specialists to be the ideal vehicle for their purposes. Firstly, with its maximum permissible weight of up to 2.5 tons, it could be driven to wherever the customer needed to go, even to the center of Moscow or St. Petersburg. Residents of cities without a cargo frame will not understand that it is now a problem to drive a truck into the city center. Secondly, it was possible to choose exactly the configuration that Hilti needed, not the one that would be in a ready-made package. That is, you only had to pay for what you really needed. And as a result, the equipment of these machines turned out to be really unique. For example, There is a left sliding door, an autonomous heater, additional elements of comfort and safety. And there is nothing extra, for which it would be necessary to pay money. It is very comfortable. Each Hilti employee makes an average of 8 trips per day. The mileage is high, and the technician needs to feel like a human being during the day, not a tired driver with a bad back. That's why Hilti didn't skimp on equipment. The PDV has 4-wheel drive, automatic transmission, DSG robotized box, and reinforced suspension, plus 20 mm to the standard one. The latter makes the car universal for both big cities and country objects. After all, it has to drive on it and on the territory of construction site, where sometimes the road is actually absent, so there is no way without it. And all-wheel drive is also safety and a key to regions and distances. Urals, Siberia, Far East. Moving between sites there often involves traveling several hundred kilometers a day in difficult weather and road conditions. As I have already said, it is one thing to buy a car, another thing to maintain it. And in the case of the Hilti PDV, we are talking about 100, not just one machine. Yes, it sounds impressive, 100 machines, but no one is afraid of that. Hilti has built up a global partnership with Volkswagen, and Hilti employees in the Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Hungary are very positive about the brand's work in their regions. The Russian dealer network of 99 dealerships and service partners guarantees the possibility of servicing machines in any corner of our country, which is important for the company, whose geography of presence in the market is very extensive. It is clear that Hilti has a direct cooperation with the Volkswagen commercial vehicles brand, so they have some advantages of their own. For example, special cost conditions, fixed prices, and even separate conditions for delivery and storage of vehicles, but other Volkswagen corporate customers also have quite attractive conditions. In addition, both companies share some common ideals. For example, to protect the planet. The desire for ideals is so strong that this year the Hilti Group has set an ambitious goal to become carbon neutral 7 years earlier than planned, by 2023. Well, we've known Volkswagen's affinity for electric cars for a long time. How does it work? To understand how it all works, we went with Dmitry, Hilti's trade marketing specialist, to a construction site. Because listening to him is good, but seeing it with your own eyes is even better. So, we are at the construction site of a new residential complex. Our task is simple. We need to install new anchors into the concrete pad very quickly. Theoretically, this is not very difficult. Drill through the concrete with a perforator, and that's it. But that's theoretical. In practice, drilling concrete is not very easy in itself. And then the hard-won hole has to be cleaned and treated with special chemicals to remove the concrete dust. Otherwise the anchor will not stay in place. What can be offered to the customer in this case? Clearly not screwdrivers, drills and jigsaws, which are practically full of PDV. Here you need heavy artillery, a perforator with a special hollow drill and, oddly enough, a vacuum cleaner. We roll these tools up, plug the vacuum cleaner into an outlet, and plug the drill into the vacuum cleaner. Now when you turn on the drill, the vacuum cleaner turns on automatically. And it makes a strange popping sound. It turns out that this is how it cleans itself. The vacuum cleaner hose is connected to the hollow drill. Everything takes literally 3 minutes. Dmitry turns on the perforator, and the drill practically goes into the concrete before our eyes. A few minutes and the job is done. That's it, isn't it? Yes, that's it. There is no concrete dust, and you can put the anchor in straight away. Honestly, the road took longer than the work itself. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? It's good, of course, because we just saved the client about 40% of his time. Without our involvement, it would have taken him much longer to do the job, and probably more nerve-wracking. And saving your partner's nerves, time, and money is a very valuable skill. Hilti does it with innovative demonstration vehicles like these. The Volkswagen commercial vehicles brand does the same with its remarkable vehicles and the responsible attitude of Hilti towards its customers. Dmitry does it with his knowledge, skills, and experience. And basically, it's all called by one word: professionalism. And something tells me that with the help of such professionals we will one day see the bright future that they are building today. And they show others how to do it easier, cheaper, and simply more pleasant. Let's say thank you to them and see you in the beautiful distant future. In conclusion, the efforts of Volkswagen commercial vehicles and Hilti to retrofit cars represent a significant step towards a more sustainable future. By embracing innovative technologies and prioritizing environmental responsibility, These companies are not only enhancing the efficiency of their fleets but also setting a powerful example for the industry. As we move forward, it is crucial for businesses to recognize the importance of sustainability and invest in solutions that benefit both the planet and their operations. Together, we can build a brighter future, one retrofit at a time. Thank you for watching, and let's continue to support initiatives that drive positive change.